All right, let's go. What's up, people? You're watching Brudsy Entertainment. I've got a lovely guest on the show today. She goes by the name of Saffron13. She is a. You tell us what you are, girl.
I am an OnlyFans creator.
Happy days,
Uh,
happy days.
oh, I'm an OnlyFans creator from Cornwall and I'm 18.
You're an OnlyFans girl from Cornwall, and you're 18. What an people for people that don't know, Cornwall is like a little. It's like a coastal. It's like a coastal area where all the posh and rich people live. Well, that's the sort of impression that I get from Cornwall. You know, I've been there a lot, and it's like very posh, very well-to-do people. How on earth did young Saffron13 get into OnlyFans?
I was kind of like, well, everyone, when I was, back in school, everyone was like, you're going to be a porn star when you grow up. And I was like, no. And then, well, here I am.
Wow.
But no, I just kind of, it's a bit of extra money. And if you've got it and you've got the assets, and I had a lot of people wanting me to start one, and I had a lot of people like, kind of not obsessed with me, but obsessed with me
Yeah.
that would pay the money. So I was like, if you got it, why not?
Okay. So let's talk about you a little bit. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Yeah. So what's drawn you to this? Obviously, I know you said that people used to say to you, people got obsessed with you, and obviously, would you say that it was like a lot of girls I speak to, they say it just started off with someone saying to me, "I'll give you money if you show me your boobs," and then it spirals out of control it spirals in control, out of control, whichever way you want to put it, really.
Yeah, a little bit, but I kind of always knew I wanted to do OnlyFans because I was
Hmm.
like, if I'm gonna send people nudes for free, I may as well get paid to do it.
Wow.
But then I turned 18, and me and my partner, my long-term partner, split up, and I was like, he was the only thing kind of holding me back from doing it because he didn't want me to do it, and I went, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, and I made 1,500 in the first day,
You made
just
1,500 in the first day.
just from subscribers.
That is insane. That is insane. I mean, from that, I mean, how do you get psych? How does one get psyched themselves up to go to work, do a normal job where you have to earn that we might earn that in a month. Most people average earnings 1,500 quid a month, and you earn it in a day. So what was that like earning that first £1,500 in a day?
I mean, I was just kind of sat there and I was like, oh my God. But this is the big but.
Okay.
Made my first 1,500 and I got a load of because I was charging $12.99 a month. If you
Hmm.
break that down, I'm only getting about 8 quid of that after the taxes that they take and everything. I get
Okay.
about 8 quid. So I had a load of subscribers, everyone subscribed, they were flooding in, but the second month, all unsubscribed.
No.
Because they were there the initial first month going, oh, what's on there?
Hmm.
And they obviously thought that I was, I don't know, putting a 15-inch tentacle up my ass or something. And I wasn't, clearly.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, I don't want to subscribe again. But now I've got my loyal ones, which I've only got about 70 on there. So
Okay.
I'm still bringing in £1,000 a month, but I'm just
Okay.
not bringing in what
thousand
I
pound a
want.
day.
Yeah. But
Okay.
I'm building it up slowly.
Okay. So what's the weirdest request you've ever had so far, or you've had so far?
I've had a lot of weird ones. They're on Instagram. They're not on OnlyFans. An
Okay.
Instagram account messaged me literally today. It was
Hmm.
actually. He wants videos of me just farting. Like, like this. I'm not joking. He was like, just loads and loads. But he wants me like put the phone to my ass, fart for about as long as I can, and then show my face and my reaction to this fart. But,
Oh
but
my God.
And he was like, yeah, I'll pay whatever you want for it. He was like, yeah, I'll do £10 a video. And I'm thinking, mate, I let him rip at least 20 a day. I've got IBS. Anything I eat, my stomach don't like. I was like, I can get I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna do it. But it's just that's such a weird request. And I also had somebody message
Yeah.
me with he has this fantasy. He never asked me for anything specifically. He
Hmm.
told me what he wants to do to me.
Okay.
And it was he wanted to blow me up like a balloon. Ed had photos as well. Blow
Yeah.
me up like a balloon So I would just fill with all this air, and like I don't know if he had like a balloon fetish or something, but he was just like, oh, I just want to blow you up with all this air and just watch your whole body just blow up like a balloon. And I'm like,
that sounds pretty scary.
it was he did it in detail, like a lot of detail, and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
That is insane. That is insane. Okay, so I've got to ask your adopted parents. You said they were sweethearts. You said they were lovely. There didn't seem to be any sort of bad vibe when you were describing them. What do they make of their 18-year-old little princess getting into OnlyFans and doing porn and, well, I don't know what you're doing exactly, but
Well, I don't do porn.
okay,
As of yet, I haven't done any collabs as of yet.
Okay.
Got a couple lined up, which I will talk about in a minute. But no, when my mum hates it, she tells me like get off the site, and I'm like, Mum, it's like at the minute, like I need the money. Like with my mental health, I can't hold down a job. I can't. Like I have depression. Like I can't go out and work a normal job. I can't hold a job more than a month because I keep having like sick days off. I can't bring myself to get out of bed to even go to the job. I'm like drunk most evenings, so I can't be hangover. I just can't do it. I just can't hold down a job. So this, I can work when I want. I can post what I want. I can, I don't have to do a 9 to 5. I can once a week. I do take like 3-4 hours a week, just changing outfits, snapping a load of photos, doing a couple of scenes, and that's me done for the week. And then you just sell it, and if they want specific content, then you can go and film that. But it's just a much easier. Like I know people are like, oh my god, like you need to like work. Like it's just until I can get everything sorted, really. But they're like, no, I don't want you on there. They were really disappointed in me when they first found out. But what can they do? I'm an adult. I don't live at home, so I can kind of do what I want as long as.
So have you moved out? Have you moved out the family home recently, or how long have you been?
Yeah, I moved out. Well, I moved out in September.
Okay.
And I moved to Bournemouth for 6 months because my partner was in the army, and I moved up to be with him, and then that went shit. That didn't work out. So then I've come back down to Cornwall and with my sister at the minute because me and my parents aren't really speaking because of the OnlyFans.
Yeah, I mean that's that. I mean, 18. They're probably thinking to themselves, we brought you up. We brought you up in a nice area, nice people. You said that they weren't short a few bob and stuff like that. So. I don't know. I can't even imagine what they're thinking. They're like, "Where has this come from?" I imagine.
They always they knew. They always knew I'd start something like that. But you just go, shut the hell up, you idiot.
That's how I talk to him. He really winds me up sometimes. He's just literally Sorry, what did you say?
I've got 2 dogs as well.
What dogs have you got?
Cocker Spaniel called Axel. He's a red Cocker Spaniel. He's only a little baby. He's turning 2 in a couple months. And then we've got Luna, which is my Springador.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
At my parents' house, obviously.
That's crazy. Yeah. So I was just sitting there. I was in my little rant, thinking from your parents' perspective, like that must be very strange for them because Cornwall is like such a it's such.
No, it's not.
Oh really?
Really not. Some of it is worse than like the bad places in London. Really? There's gangs, there's knife crimes. I've been mugged 3 times at knife point. There's heroin needles all over the floor, crackheads. I got chased from the club. So the club here is a 5-minute walk from my house. I got chased by a crackhead at 3 a.m. Just screaming and running at me. Most of the bus stops are smashed up. All of the shops have got like smashed glass. Like a lot of places are nice. You think Cornwall, you think seaside, fields. Some of it is like that. A lot of it isn't. A lot of it is kind of teenage rude men who think they're really hard and solid, mugging me for my pouch of baccy, which I went down to the shop for when I was ill. And he mugged me. They were like, "Give me your money." I was like, "I don't have any money. I just got this pouch of baccy." They took it off me.
He took your pouch. No way.
There's like 5 13-year-olds, and I'm like, I'm not very tall. I'm 5'2". So I can't do anything against like these. They're tall now.
Yeah.
13, 14-year-olds. They're like 6 foot.
Mm.
And their little pocket knife. I was like, God, here's my baccy.
So, what's your relationship like with your?
You know who you are.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
little quick story. Anytime I
Yeah.
get a boyfriend, anytime I try talking to a guy, they'll find out and they'll message him some rumors about me and they send him nudes trying to break us up. And I'm there like, apparently, right? This is false, by the way. So
Yeah.
don't be twisting it. Apparently, I put a Twix bar up my vagina and ate it. Apparently.
No comment.
If it's going to be anything, it'd be a Snickers bar. Come on, get some nuts.
No comment.
But no, I have not done that. I have never done that. And they tell everyone that I have, apparently.
So let's just put it like, what I would like now is for you to like, just because a lot of people are going to have perceptions on girls that get into OnlyFans. They're that they're very promiscuous and they're like, there's a fetish element that people are going to like believe towards like OnlyFans girls. They're like this, they're like that. Tell me a little bit about you. What are you really like? What does your day-to-day look like?
What you're seeing now is genuinely just how I am.
Okay.
I'm talkative. I'm like more bubbly. I'm not one of them OnlyFans people that are quite. I don't know how to describe it, but like the normal OnlyFans people. Like I will sit and just chat to the fans in the chat. I'll just sit and chat to them if they want. Nothing sexual. They ask me how my day is, and I ask them how their day is. My day to day is I wake up. My sister's normally at work. She works she's done a 14-hour shift today, so I'll have tea ready for when she gets back. I do like some shopping. I go out, maybe go to the gym, and then kind of come home, chill, watch some Netflix, make some tea, make some dinner, for my sister. And it's kind of like we just chill with a bottle of wine in the evening and stick on Love Island and scream at the TV.
Fair enough. So, what is your sister that you live with at the minute? Is she sort of like when she sees and when she hears that, I don't know, you've had a really good month or whatever, has that tempted her to sort of like think?
She does it as well.
Oh, she does it. So did she? Would you say that was she doing it before you or?
Well, I kind of did it, and then she kind of saw me doing it, and then decided to do it as well. But no, I kind of like guide her a little bit, even though I am the younger sister. Obviously, I've been doing it a lot longer. But even before I was doing it, I knew how to do it. Okay. So I just kind of tell her like to kind of do this and promote it this way. If you're gonna, I'll say what gets them really, like the guys really excited is if you post a couple pictures of you in like some lingerie, and then you do a video of you taking the lingerie off or getting undressed, or I don't know, wiping, like if you're doing a shower scene, you do the bubbles on your chest. Put stickers, like little Snapchat stickers. Just put it in front of anything that's exposed, like your boobs. Smack the stickers on, put it on your feed and go, if you want the stickers removed, private message me. They flood in there. Wow. They're like, I want the stickers removed. I want to see. And then you can charge them $20, $30.
Wow.
And they'll pay it. They will pay it.
That's just crazy. I can't get over the farting bit. Like, I've heard about the feet, but my guy said that he wants you to fart and freaking you'll pay £10 a video. Just watch.
They want to buy my pants, but I need them. I need my pants. They're like, can you wear it for like 3 days? I was like, do you want me to wear the same pair of underwear for 3 days?
Yeah. Wow.
I'm going to end up getting an infection. You can't be wearing the same underwear for 3 days straight.
You probably charge double if you get an infection.
I did this. No, this one's weird. I had someone ask. This one was frankly disgusting.
Okay.
I've had two like vile ones. That I literally blocked them. I was like, no. I had someone asked for a condom that I had used on with someone, which is disgusting because that's not only my privacy, that's their privacy. And then I also had someone asked for like my period products that had been used. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That is
Wow.
disgusting. That is
That is a bit wild. That is a bit wild. So
disgusting.
what would you say to your parents that that are like seeing you obviously go down this road and like they care about you. You said that they brought you up quite loving and quite well. What would you say to them to sort of like put their mind at ease, to sort of like let them know that you're okay and
I'm not doing drugs. I may be posting my boobs for like £10 a month, but I'm not doing drugs. So, got to weigh them up. Would you rather me be a crackhead selling my boobs for £10 a month?
Wow.
Which one would you rather?
Wow.
Juicy story.
Okay.
About why me and my parents don't talk. It's to do with the OnlyFans, but it's not because I do it. So, I have an OnlyFans account. A lot of people fake names. You don't know who's on your profile. They never use their real name. Maybe one or two, if they're not very smart, they'll use their real name, especially when you know them and you're like I don't know, Jeffrey Brown subscribed to your profile and you're like, I know Jeffrey Brown. You're like, I can't look at them in the eye again. But a lot of them use fake names. So on one of these fake names was none other than my dad's best friend. Yeah. My dad's best friend, who he's been best friends with for 10 years. Do the maths. He's known me since I was 8 years old. So, I didn't know. I'm selling these people content in the private chat. They're all under fake names. I have no clue. The only reason of how I found out that it was my dad's best friend is because I'm in the shower one day, just washing my hair. My mum rings me. Ring, ring. Hello, Mum. She was like, your dad's best friend just got a call off his wife saying that she's found your photos in his camera roll and saw the money coming out of his account. And I'm there like, what the fuck? So
Wow.
my parents won't talk to me because of that, because they've kind of put the blame on me, even though it's nothing to do with me and it's all his fault. Like, yes, I do the OnlyFans, yes, I do sell the photos, but he came under a fake name. He bought my photos, and he has a wife and kids, and is my dad's best friend. So,
how did that go with your stepdad then? Like, I'm pretty sure if that was me, I'm coming to punch him up. Like, that's gonna be violence.
I don't know. I have not spoken to my dad in about a month because it happened a month ago. I have not spoken to him in a month. So,
would you like to make peace with your family?
So keep trying, but they need time because it's not just affected me and them. It's completely blown everything because him and my dad worked together, played sports together. It's affected the whole community of their friendship group because it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I can't even imagine that, just obviously your dad, it's his friends, it's his reputation, it's like, and obviously it's like, not many dads want their daughters being involved in OnlyFans or anything like that, really. So imagine in a town like Cornwall and stuff like that, where I imagine everything is like, news just spreads like what? Yeah, everyone knows everyone's business and stuff. So yeah, I mean, that's a tough one.
Like I go to the street, I go out in the street, or I go into like the town, like the bigger town, like Plymouth, which is like the big town near us, and people like I've been stood literally in a queue. I stood in a queue with my sister, and I kept hearing people say my name, and they were like, "Oh my god, is that her?" And then they like looked at me, they're like, "Oh yeah, that is her." Like, I get recognized like out and about, and I don't ever know if it's good things or bad things, but I'm guessing because of the OnlyFans. And people are like, oh, she does OnlyFans, like that's the girl who does OnlyFans. Like I've had my content leaked a couple times, so I've had to like now put in a disclaimer in my bio, like if you leak this, it will be legal action that has been taken because you can't be leaking it.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot, like your stuff gets leaked. It's the
Yeah.
inevitable.
I saw that recently actually. Someone, well, no, it wasn't recent. It's about a couple of months ago. Someone hacked every single OnlyFans account, and you could literally go and click on every single one of their videos, sort of thing. It was I don't know if the link still works now, but you know, I won't promote that too much.
I'm just hoping that doesn't happen to me because
Yeah.
I kind of don't. I need the money. But no. So it's
Okay. So you mentioned dating. You mentioned Tinder. You were looking for some dates and stuff like that. Are you looking for love?
yes. So I've had my dating history is so shit. I was with my long-term partner like like a year, just over a year, and he was my everything, and I got cheated on. And then he turned psycho. I'm not going to mention too much details because I still love him and I don't have any animosity. But for him, he's in a new relationship now. I'm happy for him. My fuck. But if he's happy, that's all good. Then I, dated the complete opposite of him. I mean, my ex, that one was 5'5", little cute man. Then I went for 6'3", neck tattoos, face tattoos, full bodysuit, piercings, stretching, earlobes, the whole thing. And I went, oh, I'm in love with this man. And this guy was a bit older than me. My ex was the same age as me, and this guy was 26. So a little bit older than me. We got on really well. We got on like a house on fire. He cheated on me in front of me in the club 3 times. Found out he was messaging all these OnlyFans models on Instagram, and that ended on like Christmas. So
Do you think you can? Obviously you're literally a baby still. Do you think you'll be able to find love while you're doing what you're doing?
It's so some people are fine with what I do and they're like, yeah, we'll film together, we can do it together, I don't mind, I'll even be a photographer. But I was meant to go on a date today and I got stood up, and it's happened more than once. I've been stood up. I don't know why. Like if you're not interested in me, just say it. Just be like, yeah, I don't really want to go on this date, but don't for weeks and weeks and weeks say you want to meet me, suggest meeting me, and then
Yeah.
I was on a train for an hour there
No, got it.
to turn
Today? Was
up.
this today?
Yeah, and then an
No.
hour back.
Oh, that's
So
deep. That is deep. That is deep.
it's what it is. I think people see me mainly for me doing my OnlyFans and not me as a person, and I have so much more to offer than just a pair of tits.
Yeah. Okay.
Like personality, and I'm funny, I'm nice, I'm like really caring. I'm one of the most loyal people you'll ever meet. Like it's just a job at the end of the day. It's no different than dating a porn star. So many people date porn stars and actors. Actors do sex scenes. It's no different than that.
What I was going to say is you need to be very careful because a lot of girls fall into the trap of guys initially will say, yeah, we don't mind, do what you're doing, I'll get involved and do that. And a lot of girls in your position, especially when like you're very young as well. So, I mean, a lot of guys will be like, okay, what I'll end up doing is I'll get in a relationship with her, I'll make her work, take her money, and a lot of girls fall into that trap. So just be careful of that as well. Like, because I'm telling you, most guys, even though they say it, like you mentioned porn stars and stuff like that, not many of those porn stars actually have successful relationships, like have marriages. It doesn't tend to last. Like what's her name, Mia Khalifa? She can't find a man to save her life at the minute. So she can find a man, but she can't find a husband.
She did get married.
Yeah, but it's done. It's
And then
done now. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It never works. It never works because it's like, I think. So if you say for instance, let's say this: you meet a nice guy, he earns a decent living, and he says, right, I don't want you to do OnlyFans anymore. I want you to just be a mum, look after the house, look after the children. What would you say to him?
I'm down. If I meet the right person and I can get a good job, or they have a good job and they want me to, because my parents met at my age. That's why I struggle so hard to like want something, because my parents met at 17, like 16, 17,
Wow.
18 when they
Wow.
first met. They worked together, and then they're still together. You know, like
Yeah.
they've been married like 29 years now.
Hmm.
That is what I aspire to have. I want what they have. What they have is so beautiful and so sacred, but you cannot get it in this generation.
No.
Nobody is down for the long game. They fuck you around, or they say, "I'm going to give you the world," like I love you, and then it's, oh, I hook up with them, and then it's radio silence, and it's
Wow.
like, thanks, or they don't
That's
even meet me. Like
that,
today, they don't even bother turning up.
that's crazy. I mean, it's I mean it is gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be hard, you know, because it's gonna be like you're gonna have to find someone that actually, you know, connects with you, that can look past everything and say, you know what, I'm gonna think. But I think maybe if you're lucky enough to make enough money to sort of say, you know what, all right, I'm good now. Maybe I'm gonna start, like, maybe say, look, I'm gonna grind it out on this for I don't know, 2 years, 3 years, and then like have an out plan to maybe like change area, because if you're staying in the same area where people know you, that it's going to be like that's going to be really difficult. It's going to take a really strong guy. I don't know if that guy even exists. You know, it's like you know, we could be in an area with me. You could be in a pub or something with your partner or something, and then a load of people come in and say that, you know, blah 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 about that sort of thing. Not many guys are going to like that. So I think maybe a different area, then you get like a clean slate. You know, it might help.
This is what I think. If a guy's confident in himself and is like stable in himself and likes himself, and he will not care. He will not care. If he's that unstable and thinks that little of himself and that little self-worth, that he is going to get annoyed by anytime a guy gives you attention. The guy I want is, if a guy comes up and tries to chat me in the bar, he should feel like lucky, like, oh my god, like I have this girl that these guys want, not sit there and be like, oh, why is the, you know, like, I want a guy who's like, damn, I have to fight off all these men, like I'm lucky.
Mm,
Not the type of guy who's going to pick an argument with me when we get home about all
mm,
these guys coming up to me saying that I shouldn't wear that out, or I should behave myself, or I shouldn't dance like this. Like, no. Like, I am an independent woman and I'm strong. And if you can't handle that, then you can't handle that. But don't try and change who I am.
mm. So you're not up to changing for even the right man. The perfect man comes in.
He's not perfect if he wants me to change. That's the fact. He's not perfect if he wants me to change who I am. They should
Hmm.
love you for who you are and accept everything that comes with you.
Okay. So yeah, I'm
Like,
not.
give
I
a
don't.
lot of
Yeah, there's a lot of podcasts out there that like would challenge women on stuff like that. But you know, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna let you have your beliefs, and you know, you're entitled to believe what you want, and you're entitled to want what you want. You know, so that's not. I'm not in a position where I'm not ever gonna like try and challenge people and try and change people's mind. And you know, but you know, there's a lot of guys out there that would. That's a very hot topic at the minute. The modern woman, the you know, independent
They
women.
want someone, the guys like that, they want someone who's gonna, because I've been with someone like that, and they literally, he slapped me in the face if I had an opinion about something in public, if I ever had an opinion about anything that he didn't think was right. Like, he got this waitress's number, I said, hey, can you delete that out of your phone? I don't feel comfortable you getting the waitress's number while I'm in the toilet. Bang, around my face, in public, outside the restaurant. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what the, what the fuck?
Was that the first time you've been hit by a guy as well?
Yeah, I looked at him, I was like, what the fuck? And I
Jeez.
walked off, I was like, nah, I'm worth hell of a lot more than that. And it's just, they want a woman who's going to sit there and shut up and not have an opinion and just nod and say, yeah. And so, that might please some girls out there. Some girls might be fine with that, just sitting there, not having an opinion and just, oh, yeah, yeah. Not me. I am very opinionated, and it's
Right.
one of my faults, but if someone can, like, you know, not keep me in check, but I need someone who's going to keep me like a little bit in check, just like they know how
Yeah.
to handle me, they let me have my opinions, but then they're also like,
Hmm.
you know.
I think obviously at the minute you're only 18, and as much as you're obviously a very grown up 18-year-old girl, and you've got your opinions at the minute, but I think when you get into them 20, them late, like 25, 26, 27, you start thinking about a family you might want to have. Like you said, your dream is to have a family, you know. I think your opinions will naturally change. At the minute, you're young, as they say, young, dumb, and making money, sort of thing. That's the sort of thing the stigma they sort of attach to people that are making money at a young age. Like we don't know what we're doing. We think we're unstoppable. And I want to say this as well. A lot of people give girls a lot of criticism that are doing OnlyFans and stuff like this. And I'm telling you this now, everyone. If guys at 18 could shake their dicks on camera and make 1,000, £1,500 a day, every single guy would be doing it, including me right now. If I could get my dick out wiggling it around on camera, are you crazy? And get £1,500 a day, I'm fucking doing it. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. And that's your attitude. And you're only 18. When you're 18, it's like you ain't listening to no one. You got your own opinions. You know everything about life. So it's nothing. It's not a bad. I'm not saying. I'm not trying to shoot you down. It's not a bad thing what you're at. It's just it was only normal to sort of you start earning money like that. You start being independent. You're just chilling. You're relaxing, at your age, damn, fair play, but obviously try not to sell too much of try keep a little bit of yourself in there, and, look, because you do want a family.
Yeah, I don't. So the content I do is like I'm getting a little bit more confident on there, but I don't really do like a lot of. I don't really go downstairs.
Okay, cool, cool, okay. That's see,
Um,
that's bearable. That's bearable then.
but that may
Mm,
have to change because I
okay.
have a collab lined up in the making, in the talk, with a famous porn star
Whoa.
who is thinking of collabing with me, and he gets millions and millions of views on the hub.
Wow.
So we are in talks.
Mm.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say his name.
Okay. You don't
Hmm?
have to say his name. You don't have to say his name.
I can give a hint because it's not his name. Um, gonna I'm gonna think how I'm gonna phrase it because his I'm just gonna go. He plays a lot of step scenes
Wow.
and MILF scenes, a lot of them, and he's American.
Mm.
That's all I can really say because
He's trying to get a bit. He's trying to get a couple of those Cornwall titties, is he?
he is flying over in a couple months.
Mm.
I'm at the top of his best friends list on Snapchat.
Okay.
We talk all the time.
Mm.
But he went to the AVN Awards and he was like FaceTiming me and talking to me about all that. But he was nominated for a lot of awards and his following's gone up quite a bit. So I'm like, are you too famous for me now? But no, he's like, I like to get to know the people I'm going to collab with. I don't just want to rock up and be like, shag. But we've been talking for 2 months now, just chatting and drawing up a contract and what's going to happen and things like that, when it's going to happen, where, because he's going to fly to London, I think, so I've got to go up there.
Okay, so could be some fireworks in the making coming soon. When I interview again, you could be this you could have a kiss and tell story for me.
I think if it happens, right, if it happens, it's going to make a lot of money. Like
Wow.
like he gets 10 grand a month just from OnlyFans. That's just from his subscribers.
Hmm.
He's selling the videos at about $20 each. He sells it to all these subscribers, plus the money we would get from Twitter, Pornhub, the other sites he sells it to. We're looking at about, I would say I'm getting about 7-8 grand from this class. It's not a lot, but it's a lot.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Would that be the full scene? Would it then be as well?
Yes, that would be the
Okay.
full shebang. But it depends if it happens. It's in the talk. You know, it's talking. If he comes over, he's all the way in America. You know, I lost my passport on a night out, so I can't go over there. But I've had another offer off. He's not a porn star. He's a fitness model on Instagram, who has about 170k followers, and he wants to collab with me as well. So we've got a couple people who kind of want to collab. But as soon as I get in with, like, say, one porn star, then that opens up a wider door to collab with all the others. So I might.
We saw her hair first, guys. This is her 18, SAFFRON13. We saw her hair first. Remember this, guys. Sorry, what were you saying, Zoe?
I was gonna say, like, you know, the what's she called, like Rebecca, the one with the red hair, Becky, the one that did it with like Johnny Sins and shit.
Oh yeah.
I could be her. I'm joking. I love her. Oh, to collab with her would be literally like my dream.
So it seems like you're preparing yourself for to get stuck into that industry. It seems like.
Yeah, it might happen. It might not. It's if it happens. You know, I'm not gonna limit myself. If it happens, it happens. You know.
So last words, last thoughts of it. I'm definitely going to interview you again. This was like very spontaneous sort of thing, but I'm more interested. I'm more interested in you sending a message to your family, you know, because you are only 18 and they might be concerned about you. They might be worried about you. So I'm more like, let's end it with a nice message to your family, you know, maybe even apology for, I don't know, whatever you want to say.
So if they end up watching this, which they probably won't because it's to do with me and OnlyFans, and if they come across it or someone sends it to them, which they probably will because people know who I am, I just want to say that, you know, I'm okay and I'm not going to be doing this in the long term. And yeah, I know the internet's forever. I'm completely aware that the internet's forever, but at the end of the day, I'm more than happy doing it. It's not like I'm being forced. It's not like it's anything like that. Like, I'm making sure I'm looking after myself and I'm safe, and that's like I've got it. And I'm sorry that you're disappointed.
Sorry, mum and dad, but looks like she's choosing OnlyFans at the minute. Everybody, that was Saffron. Sorry.
I'm not going to do it for long. I'll probably be done by the time I'm like 23, 24.
That's it. That's what I think. That's what I think. Like, no one can fault you guys, you young girls that are doing it now. No one can fault you. Like, make your money. Obviously, it's not an ideal situation, but you know, it is what it is nowadays. If you can earn £1,500 in a day, shaking your boobs, showing your boobs, then, you know, like I said to you, I'm swinging my dick every day, all day, 24/7 a day. If I can get £1,500 a day, I'll be on there swinging my dick like that, doing the helicopter all day long. I don't give a damn. £1,500 in a day. Oh my god, that's insane. Everybody, that's Saffron13. Saffron, thanks for joining us. You've been an amazing guest, and I'm definitely going to have you on again. I'll be a bit more prepared. This was very spontaneous. This interview just like happened really fast, and just happened that we had a cancellation today as well. So thank you very much for joining, and thank you very much for sharing with us, Saffron.